Hello everyone, I am Anya. We are playing the Mecha Hack today for a new season as part of the Open Heart Gaming calendar. And with me today are, please introduce yourselves in the order that you connected to the call, which I think we will not remind you, so we will not remember because it was an hour and a half ago. So, Matthew, please go ahead and introduce yourself.
No one was here when I signed in, so I'm pretty sure I was first. Yeah, hi, I'm Matthew. I go by he, him pronouns. Very excited to play Mecha Hack, and today I will be playing Ezekiel Cho, who is the quipster of the group, and will be piloting a Titan.
And Sherry, please introduce yourself.
Um, my name is Sherry. She, her pronouns. I am playing an engineer character. Am Viper Heavy, but their real name is Solta. And looking forward to this. So,
And Mark.
Yeah, I'm Mark. Goodbye, he or them. I will be playing Viper Harmony today, sibling to Viper Heavy, and I'm a brawler and gonna have a great time.
And Lowell.
I'm Lowell, pronouns he, him, and I will be playing Salim, Prophet Zero Andraze. I'm in a striker chassis, and I am playing our commander. So we will see how well that goes.
And we are playing a second season, I guess, of the Mecha Hack that I'm calling Kyuku Riposte for the Kyuku royalist faction who is living in exile on the small moon Phobos on the orbit of Ares 317. And we are going to get started. Basically, we have created characters and we are about to jump in. So, last week, Prince Selina called each one of you personally to her chambers in order to assign you the difficult task of retaking Ares 317. This planet, the only habitable planet in the system, the only home that all the Kyuku have really known, from the claws of the Ares Collective, the corrupt and militaristic faction that invaded your planet about 20 years ago. Most of the population of the Kyuku died in the ensuing war in the following years, and your house, the House of Selina, is essentially the only great noble house that the Kyuku remains, and you are the last of the Kyuku. If you fail in your mission to retake RS317, this might be it for the Kyuku, as you do not possess technology in order to travel faster than light and escape to a different system. Um, the collective in the past few weeks were attacked by an unknown faction, and so Prince Selina took the opportunity, seized the moment, and decided to gather her bravest or her stupidest, some might say, in order to attack the planet and retake it for you. So today, as Phobos completes its orbit around the planet, uh, Prince Selina sends her main vessel, her main and almost last combat vessel, the Purple Rain, into the orbit for the planet. And you get into your mecha cockpits, and you are hearing in the comm system checks for every single one of your mechs, and the voice of High Priestess. Give me 1 second, I have it written down. For High Priestess Aristes, who is basically giving you her speech about how the kaiju gods that inhabit the planet are pouring sorry, are pouring their own blood over the corrupt collective in order to open way for you and your landing. As you are approaching the planet, you start hearing alarms. Basically, all the lights go off. There's red lights all over, and you start hearing the decompression from this hangar as the gates for the launching pads start to open, and you see the explosions of your vanguard team fighting and making an opening in order for you to exit and make atmospheric re-entry. All of you have practice for this moment, but this is really technology that's not been tested, thoroughly tested. The only assurance that you have is that you know for a fact that the collective mecha do not have atmospheric re-entry technology. So if you manage to, if you follow through to your vector, if you calculate your speed just right, if you hit the point of entry just right, you will make it to Ares 317. You will make it back to your own planet, to what the Kyuku call Aurelia. So, basically, you feel your mechs start to make it into the launching pods, and we are going to get started on the other way around. Lowell, please introduce your character. If you want to describe your mecha, it's a good moment to do it as well. And you are muted.
Right away. So I'm imagining a very kind of from the box, a basic mecha, like no bells and whistles on the outside. I think that there's been that opportunity to mark or tag or do that, but he has passed on that. He is dedicated. I think we see him with kind of a grim look on his face. I'm imagining him as a like exiled or bastard son of one of the high houses who's trying to desperately make up, find a way back in, and this is a possible ticket after getting cast down, and he's concentrating and checking everybody else's stats and calling out everything by the numbers.
You hear this voice. Zero, are you ready to launch?
Confirming on all units, we are ready to launch.
Have your team approach the point. Godspeed, Prophet Zero.
Team ready, let's launch.
And we move on to Mark. Please introduce your character.
Yeah, character is Viper Harmony. She is an experienced and eager mecha pilot who actually used to fly for the collective before turning over the side. I think the turning point was when she was on the team that was assigned to kill Selina's mother, and decided that she was not down with that, and so defected to this side. Yeah. She is a hotshot. She's what's the template? The Maverick, flying or piloting a brawler. And she has souped up a little bit with some rocket pods. She has a big laser axe, and is just ready to get in there and cause some trouble.
Let me ask you: do you figure she's a bit older since she was on the team that struck against?
Yeah. That was like 5 years ago, right?
Yeah, that was like 5 years ago. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. And Sherry, please introduce your character.
You are muted as well, Sherry.
It's a family trait. So I'm playing Salta or Viper Heavy. I'm Viper Harmony's little sister, and in a way, I'm almost like the baby version of Viper. I'm chubbier. I'm like, my hair is flying away. There's nothing cool about me. I'm nervous and I'm like looking all around, and I've got like, you can see where on the inside of her cockpit, she's like written things around all
Okay.
of her controls and stuff. So she's got like all these helper jogging things and like big arrows pointing to things. And yeah, and she's just like and counting down. That is the sense that you get of her. It's just that her past is pretty much she was Harmony's sister. And when Harmony chose to change sides, she had to go along because what else could you do? Families like that. And I'm going to be like her when I grow up.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Love it. You basically see Prophet Zero launch ahead of you. You see you see Selim's mecha get into the rails. It's basically this catapult with rockets flying him into the thin atmosphere at this height. And both of you see Viper team ready to launch.
Ready to go.
Yes.
And
Ready.
basically you hear all of these gears and equipment grab your unit, and it starts pulling you into your seat, into the back of your seat, as you are accelerated. And Matthew, please introduce your character.
Yeah. So I'm playing Ezekiel. I guess this character has a loved one on the other side. So I wonder actually like
Mm.
if are we currently at 3 out of 4 people who were formerly with the QQ?
I think so, yes. Surprisingly, we are going to get
Two.
into that.
Mhm.
So why don't we make it 4-4? We're all former QQ,
Nice.
and my
Well,
sorry.
it'd be three with you if you did it,
Yeah.
because I'm not.
Okay. Um, Sorry, I thought you were a defector, but I think that's
Oh,
what I want
totally.
to go with, yeah, and suggest that my loved one is someone who is over with them as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have a father who fights for the other side, and
Okay.
Ezekiel is sort of like he's for a mecha pilot, he's like surprisingly buff. He's got like wavy, unruly hair, and is always always sort of has like a very intense squint and glare. Even though he's could be taking the situation a lot more seriously. And when he pilots his mech, he doesn't really have a he doesn't really stay in formation as he should. Always like bouncing around wherever he feels he needs to be.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Yeah, basically you see the Viper team go ahead right in front of you, and you hear Siege, you are next, ready to go.
And siege the siege mecha like assumes like a lowered position to increase speed and just like dashes ahead parallel, uh, not quite outrunning the two faster mechs, but definitely like not really giving a regard to tactical positioning.
Okay. uh, the four of you are launched, and with you a team of retainers that fight alongside of you. I'm going to get into the mechanics of that in a second, but basically these are
Right.
people who are fighting with each one of you who are under your command, who we will not be playing detailedly mechanically, but who are there whenever you want to establish them as people, which will get important later on. But essentially, we see this barrage of mecha going one after another, we see this gigantic ship being dwarfed by the much larger collective ships. This purple ship, of course, running as fast as it can back to Phobos. And you basically hear, "Hope you like the path that we laid for you." And essentially, please, I have tokens in the Olver Rodeo. I have tokens with the colors of each one of your character sheets. So that's each one of you, and please put yourselves along this side or this side, basically the north or the west. I know that doesn't make sense in space, but it's what we got. And essentially you are launched and assume this position. As soon as you are in orbit, basically your re-entry plan, in order to make your vector, you have to be here at the end of a round in the final white hex in the lowermost level. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different orbit levels, and for each one of the orbit, you will feel the pull of gravity on your mech. At the end of the round, we will roll a d2. Essentially, if you roll a 1, you go one level lower. If you roll a 2, you can stay in the level that you are. But for each one of them as well, you will roll a d3, a d4, and a d6 in order to propel yourself in the direction of the orbit. So as you can imagine, d6 can basically get you to your vector in the penultimate level, or it can shoot you past of your vector. If you are shot past your vector, essentially you will bounce into the atmosphere and you will be dead. And if you make a round and you are in one of these small red hexes, you will burn in the atmosphere because you were at too of a steep angle. So you have to finish a round on the white hex. Which round doesn't matter, but a round on the white hex. And essentially, those are the rules for our orbital reentry. Please, every one of you, give me a mobility test. That's basically you will roll a d20 and you are trying to roll under your mobility.
8 under 13.
Yes.
And
Success.
give me 1 second. I have a bit of luck today, and I'm not sure why. But
What are we rolling again for mobility?
d20, and you're trying to roll under
D20.
your mobility.
Got it. All right. Let's see.
So, Selim, you rolled under, right? And
Yes.
Viper Harmony, you also rolled under?
Yep.
And Viper Heavy, did you roll
I rolled a
under?
5.
Nice.
What if I roll on the dot? What does that mean then?
If you rolled what, sorry?
10 on 10.
10 on 10 is a failure. You're trying to roll strictly under. So essentially, the way initiative works in this game is that if you succeed on your test, you go before the enemies, and if you fail your test, you go after the enemies. But you are able to go in any within your group's turn. You are able to go in any order that you want. So as soon as you sorry, I moved. I think I moved. Yes, I moved you, Mark. Sorry. Okay, so as I was telling you, please position yourself along this side or along the northernmost side of the map. But as soon as you deploy, you see in front of you three mecha just waiting for you. And Commander Selim, Prophet Zero, Viper Heavy, Viper Harmony, you go before the enemies. What do you want to do? In what order do you want to go?
Can we voluntarily move down an orbit, or do we have to wait to be pulled down?
You can move to the edge, yes.
Okay.
But you won't be able to shoot at the characters that are in the previous level.
Mhm.
Viper Harmony, take point.
You got it. How do we move?
Okay. Essentially, in this map in particular, movement is 1 hex.
Okay.
When we get to land, you will be able to move further, but these are kilometers. These are 20 kilometers, 30 kilometers that you are moving in orbit. You will be able to move 1 hex, and you are able to take 2 different actions per turn. So essentially, you can move, attack, make a test, or use something. So you are able to move to hex, or to maybe push somebody else, or to get into position. What do you want to do?
Cool. I will move 1 hex here, and then what are these ranges considered for attacks?
Since you're in space, basically the range on all of your range weapons is, we are considering it unlimited for the session. I could drop a lot more rules onto you, but there's no point on it at this point.
Cool. Then so a move is an action, and then an attack is an action.
Yes.
Great. I will attack with my submachine gun, my light ranged weapon, to this buddy right here.
Okay.
That highlights to the one closest. Yeah, the one you just clicked. Yep. Hey, there we go.
Okay. Yes.
Nice.
In order to attack, you roll your power.
All right. My power is 16, so let's get this.
That's right.
18. Perfect.
Okay, so
Great start.
basically, you failed. You move forward. You are taken by surprise by these 3 different mecha. You open fire. And
Spray wildly.
Spray widely. Yes. Viper Heavy, what do you want to do?
Come on, says get him.
You are muted, Sherry.
I am so sorry. It can take me up to 3 turns to get used to doing this.
Don't worry.
So I think what I'm going to do is I also am going to move, and then I think I may deploy my my target.
Yes, your target arrives.
Essentially targeting thing that I have a module for, so that when I do roll my next attack against the enemy, I have advantage.
Yes.
Thanks.
Okay. So I'm sort of like right near my cousin. I mean my sibling. All right.
Okay. You have to test
Yes.
systems, so please roll systems for me.
Okay. All right. I rolled an 8.
You roll an 8. That's
So
under
I
your
made
systems,
it.
so that's
Yeah.
a success.
Yes.
Prophet Zero, it's your turn.
Take a direct move towards the point, and also take a shot there on target A. So I have a this is versus power, right?
Yes.
Ooh. So it is a good thing
That you
that
have adaptable robotics.
Mm-hmm.
yes, I'm going to do that. Getting that out of the way right away here. Okay. So yeah, that is success.
That's why you're the boss.
Yep.
Yes,
To
so
make up for bad luck.
go ahead and roll your damage die, please.
Okay, so my damage die with the light ranged weapon is so D8. D8 on the table. Roll that. That is a 2. Just
That
a
is
2.
a 2. Okay. In order for me to basically show you the mechanics,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be writing the HP of the enemies the first couple sessions, and then later we are going to move it into more abstract territory.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
So that's the turn for those who succeeded the mobility test. Maybe Siege Dangerous, since you deployed last, maybe you are getting into combat a bit later, or rather you are seeing all of the units start deploying against your allies.
I think what happens is like even though, sorry,
Go ahead. Go
am
ahead.
I
Go ahead.
muted? Okay, no, I was saying what happened is deploying last in the rush to keep up pace. He accidentally sort of like, you know how when you're driving your car, sometimes you just like shift into the wrong gear. Like, so what happens is that he's moving slower than he thought he would, and so even as he goes there, they move out, and then he's just stuck cruising along that speed for a time being before he figures out what's going on.
So, Prophet Zero, please test mobility for me. Do you see this unit take out this massive machine gun and point it at you?
Okay. A 10, which my mobility is 12, so that will make it.
Yeah, that's a success. Basically, you see all this barrage of bullets, most of them the size of your head, of your character's head, pass by you. Then we have target B. You see them approaching towards towards both of you. Give me 1 second to verify my. Yes. In the distance, basically, Viper team. You just see these two lasers, these beam lasers, go after you, and please both of you test mobility for me.
Alrighty. That is a 7. All
That's
good.
a 7. That's a success.
I rolled a 1.
Ooh.
Okay. Give me 1 second to verify something. Okay, nice. That is a 1. Yes, basically you see these two beams try to hit the both of you. You are able to dodge them, and finally, target C is advancing. Target C is advancing, and I think commander is on point, so I think they are trying they will try to get the commander as well. So Prophet Zero, please roll mobility for me.
A 1.
A 1, nice. Okay, yeah, you all trained for this mission. So this is the scene that you get to Siege Dangerous. I'm going to place you. The ship basically left you over here, so I'm going to place you order if you're right with that. This is the scene that you get to Siege Dangerous. Basically, you barely dash the barrage of bullets that attacked Prophet Zero. You dodge the laser beams that attack the Viper team, and finally you get there and dash a final machine gun fire. What do you want to do? Matthew.
Oh, it was me. I thought it was Lowell
Yes.
the whole time. Oh, well, I will try to position myself in closer range. Of I think it's going for target C, but since damage has already been done to target A, um, sort of like position myself on the range.
I
At
think
the
that's Sherry. This is
sorry,
on the green.
that's mean yeah. The minimum. So I want to be at the maximum distance, or rather minimum distance necessary to swivel out the chain gun.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
For this session, since you are in orbit, we're treating range as unlimited.
So range is not a the granularity of the range is not a consideration yet.
During this
Got
session
it.
because we are in orbit.
Oh, okay. So okay, I will roll an attack action with chain gun. That is a +2 attack and damage. How do we roll the attack roll again?
You roll power, that's a d20, and you're trying to roll under your power.
Okay, let's do it. Here's a d20. Wow, did all of our dice just get too excited to play Dungeons and Dragons?
uh,
Our
roll
dice are
your
like,
roll your reactor die for me, please.
this is not my day. My reactor die is a D6,
That
so
is
let's
6,
roll
yes.
that baby.
I'm sorry, your reactor die
How's
downgrades to a 4, to a d4.
How are you doing, guys?
Okay, so basically you see Siege Dangerous arrive onto scene, and they manage to open fire. They don't get anyone. Everyone, please roll d2 for me. Basically, roll if you roll pairs, you stay where you are. If you roll evens, you go down one level.
It's
Evens.
am I rolling too? When you
Yes,
said
everyone,
everybody?
please, because it's the end
Okay,
of the round.
rolling. It's an odd.
Okay, then
Is that
you
bad?
will be going down one level. And Sherry, you will be going down as well? Okay.
I want you to visualize a mech that's launching down and like going so fast, firing so loose. You can see the steam coming out of its joints, and you can see the engines turning red a little bit, such that control is lost. Obviously, that he's descending faster than he should.
And all of the enemies stay in this level.
Hmm.
And essentially, Sherry, since you were over there, you will start in this hex, and we are going to deal with. We are going to. Oh, sorry, you had moved. You had moved over there, so we're going to over here. Siege Dangerous. Okay, so
If I if I
go ahead,
if I
please.
goof one more if I goof one more level down, I'm gonna start going ah hoo, hoo, hoo.
Basically, you start going faster and faster and faster the lower you go. And so, give me 1 second. Yes, Viper Heavy. Essentially, you feel the pull of RS317 of Aurelia on your mech. You're trying to pull behind, but it's too great. You go down one level in orbit, and you both, Viper Harmony, Prophet Zero, you see Siege Dangerous and Viper basically start going down, and you start seeing this red color around them. What do you want to do? You are muted, level.
Keep it together. Keep it together. Stay in formation. And I'll try and continue my move towards target A in a controlled way and taking a fire on it to clear a path.
Go ahead.
So let me cut that dice here. So I'll move one down 1 hex, and I will roll mobility. And let's do that. So that's a 10. And that is against power for the attack, right?
That is against power for the attack. Yes.
So we'll make it by 1. And I will roll damage die, a d8. I could roll well this time. That could happen. 6.
6.
Nice.
Okay, nice. So with 6, this was at 2 HP. It's at 8 HP. Well, at just 1 HP point. Yes. Describe your attack for me, please.
I think it is that I am coming in. I imagine this mech is also kind of starting to turn to see the targets that have moved past, and I think that gives me the opportunity. And I just there's a thing I hit. We see, and there's the spin up of this Magno launcher submachine gun, and we see it blaze out a line of fire that cuts across the chest of this thing.
Nice. Viper team, who wants to go first?
I'll go ahead and take this last shot at this guy. Try and move. So move towards there. My charging strike ability doesn't work unless I'm probably right next to them.
Yes, unless
right?
you are
I
next
can't
to.
just zap over there. Great. Then submachine gun again. Trying to follow it up and hit something. A 10. Yes, great. 10 out of 16. That definitely does it.
Nice. Yes.
Machine gun. We double team that guy and just put some bullets through the cockpit. Finish him off.
Any damage you do destroys it. So basically, the barrage of bullets, you see it going
6.
You see it start going down and down and down, and you see a mobile suit burn into the atmosphere, and then you hear into the radio. You hear into your radio, all of you. Hugo combatants, you are in legally owned territory of the Ares Collective. Return at once, or else persist, and this will be a technical act of war against the Collective. Choose to live today. What do you want to do?
I think it's a squelch over the comms, essentially, to just create noise, and we don't reply. We continue on.
Okay, yes. And Viper Heavy, it's your turn then. You see 2 units in this orbit that you are now.
Yes. I think I'm going to move out here because I can move 1 square. And I'm probably going to fire at this one here, the one that's like the closest to me. I have my targeting array, so I'm rolling with advantage.
Yes. Yes, you are.
So I'm rolling 2d20.
Yes. And you are
I got a 1 and a 9. So I got a 1 and I got a 9.
Okay, then you take the 1. That's a critical. And then we double the damage that you roll, basically. So roll your damage
and
die.
I'm rolling a d8, right?
You are rolling a d8, yes.
Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. 1d8. Come on, you can do it. I rolled 6.
You roll a 6, so that's 12 damage. Let me roll how much HP this character has. I lost my other d8. Here it is. That's... You destroyed. That's 9 HP that it had. Please describe your attack to me.
I think like she's done that fall and kind of managed to level it out, and she sort of nervously grabs some snacks. Like what you see is she's put something in her mouth, and like she stuffed her mouth full. And she's like, oh, and she kind of comes out around from dangerous or siege dangerous, and she sees that other one and she goes, oh, and hits her targeting array, and she's like, oh, and just kind of goes, and now it's like she's like playing a video game. You kind of see her eyes, and it's just reflecting the screens that she has in front of her, and she's just kind of maneuvering around, and then she's, oh yes, and hits those buttons, and the fire goes off. You get the sense that in some ways she has no sense of it actually being real. It's almost like it's just a screen game for her at this point.
I love that.
Oh,
I so love that.
Disassociating, we've all been there.
And essentially, this is MW as well. Give me 1 second. This is an MW. Basically, you've been fighting two different models, more standard model and these MWs that are on the distance. You get the sense that they are stronger on the distance. So give me 1 second because it's the enemy's attack. So first one, I think it's going to go after it moves over here, and I'm going to roll to see if it goes after. Yes, it goes after Viper Harmony. Viper Harmony, please test mobility for me.
I will. Oh, there we go. Let's roll it instead of just choosing it. There we go. Mobility is 13. That's a 12.
That's a 12. Okay. But let me introduce you to an additional rule in this game, because yes, I'm sorry, you are going to be failing that test. In this game, I will usually tell you the hit die for the enemies, because whenever you are fighting enemies that are that have an advantage or a disadvantage of hit die with you, that difference is a penalty or a bonus to your roll. So these characters, the MWs, are hit die 2. So you are rolling at +1 on your d20. So you roll a 12 against a 13, you roll a 13, and you fail the test. And you see this massive thunder basically reach over you. You see the electricity move towards space, rushing against you, and you take 8 damage.
Oh boy. I need some armor points on that.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll use I'm gonna use 3 of my armor points on that, and take my or 2, 3 there, and then take my hit points on my 5, leaving me with 3 hit points.
Good news is, this kind of attack probably takes a bit of time to recharge. And that's for target B. Target C will move over here. And I'm going to roll to see which one of you is going to attack. It's going to attack... I'm sorry again. Viper Harmony, it's going to attack you. But this is a regular unit, so test mobility 17. For me, please.
That is no good.
17, that's not good. Yes.
By that last.
That's not good.
Unable to dodge.
You take, oh my god. Okay. You take 6 damage.
Ooh, that takes me to -1 all around.
It takes you to -1. You roll a 0. Commander, Prophet 0, you basically see them disabled. You see Viper Harmony disabled in orbit as you are getting down. Give me 1 second, please. Because I want to roll something that I cannot find in this moment. Please roll a d8 for me, Viper Harmony.
Yeah. Three.
3. Okay, essentially your mecha is disabled and you have disadvantage on mobility test, but at this point your mecha is basically not moving on you. The only person who could help you at this point is Prophet Zero.
Excellent.
And the MW, the second MW
My rival.
And that's the drama. And give me 1 second. Here I have my mecha. Okay. Viper Heavy is closer, so it's going to go after Viper Heavy. Heavy, basically you just heard Harmony stop speaking and comes. You just lose contact, and then you see this barrage of bullets coming after you. Test mobility and go ahead, please.
All units stay in your lane. You're muted, Sherry.
You're muted, Cherry.
But I rolled a 19. I think. Can you guys see it? Or have I not rolled?
If you rolled,
Here,
you
I'll roll.
rolled.
There
I
we go.
didn't see it.
I rolled a 16.
A 16 against.
So I think that's still bad.
Against a 15.
15,
So
I think, yeah.
give me 1 second. Oh, this makes so much sense because they are sisters. Oh my god.
I'm like, yeah, I'm going Peppa.
But surprisingly, you just take 1 damage for the same attack.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I will take the 1 damage. But I'm like, I am trying to figure out how I can message my sister.
And Siege Dangerous, it's your turn.
I'm trying to find where the action sheet is. I can't seem to find it.
Give me 1 second because yes, I should have sent you that, but I didn't. It's my mistake. Sorry. I'm going to take a second and send it to you in the email, and I'm going to show it to you on my camera.
Yes. Let me zoom in on that camera. Let's see. I think I'm going to put seeing that seeing our what you call it, seeing that that Harmony is endangered. Are you -1 or are you still up?
-1. -1.
Oh, and what does that look like? Is that like are you out? You know, are you out on your mecha ass? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I think I just got tore up.
Her mecha
I
hasn't
have a
been,
possibility here.
her mecha hasn't been destroyed, but it's completely disabled.
But I got wrecked. Yeah.
And they're out of reach, I think, right? For us.
Here's what I'm going to say.
For the 2 of you, yes.
Oh, that's right.
I will say to you, Siege, I will say, I need you to take the shots on the ones on our level before we move down.
Yes, so I can still shoot up. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you're on the same level with me, right?
That's me.
Oh no, that's you.
Yes.
Okay.
So a question: can I shoot from D3 to up?
No, you are not able
D2 gravity pull
to attack the higher orbit.
Okay. Unfortunately, as much as I would love to cover you two,
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to have to
take care
swing
of the
around.
one on your level. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I try to maintain my stance next to Viper, next to Heavy, and then I will use a use action to enter siege mode. No, wait, we're falling, so let's not do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. Okay. Just plain attack, I guess. You know what it is? I tell Heavy that we've got this and use a use action to give them an advantage on a single test made before the start of my next turn. Will I still be able to attack after that?
If you don't move, yes. Yes.
All right. Uh, so inspiring speech, then try to attack the enemy on my level.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Mark that, Sherry, on that you have an advantage on your single test. And I guess I'm trying to roll against again. Let's see. D20 against some ability of
Oof.
No!
Lord
Mm.
Almighty. What in God's name? You know, my partner will laugh at me because they're always complaining about how I always roll high.
Wrong game.
You're rolling high.
Uh,
Yeah, you're rolling high.
they designed a game where if you roll high, you can still succeed, but there's like terrible consequence just to get around me. A whole ass game, and now here I am rolling 20, eating shit.
Please. Okay, so
I guess reactor die time.
for starters, heavy and siege dangerous, please roll a d3 for me, and that's how many spaces you will move forward automatically.
Lord.
Go ahead and move, sure.
Sorry, what do I roll?
D3.
D-
So you can roll
D3,
a
okay.
d6. And
Me also? I forget.
yes.
yeah.
Got it. All right, rolling a d6.
Mhm.
It's 4 good.
That's a 2 that you advance in the direction of the orbit.
Okay.
And 3
So I rolled a
for
6.
heavy.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
On the same lane, sorry, sure. So that will be
Oh, I'm
1,
sorry.
2,
No
3,
problem.
and 1, 2. And okay, and I'm going to, and everybody please roll, and events you stay in the same level, and odds you move to the lower one. No, no, but I'm going to get back to you in a second. Pepper Harmony.
Odds.
Bye.
And you advance over here.
Oh shit! You're out of range. I was going to move to him and try and throw him down to you on the next level to
grab her,
repair,
yes,
but
yes.
I think I look
Darn.
down and I realize that there's just no way.
Give me 1 second because we are
And
going to get started. So you move lower, Prophet Zero,
yeah,
and Siege Dangerous. Do
and
you move lower or do you don't?
I rolled 2. So, or sorry, I rolled 4. So that's 2 spaces.
No, but roll please
No.
another die, and if you roll evens, you stay in the same orbit, and if you roll odds, you move to the lower
Oh,
orbit.
got it. Okay, it's rolling. Doo-doo-doo. It is an even.
Okay, then you are able to stay on the same orbit, which is good because, as you can see, this lane does not exist in the lower orbit. So if you stay in this lane and you go down, essentially you start burning, and we are going to roll your reactor die to see if you are able to move into the vector. So Harmony, uh, your mech is basically not moving at this point. You know for a fact that there's 2 enemies outside, but your screens are totally disabled. And then you feel
Right.
somebody start grabbing you and pushing you because, as I was telling you, you are deployed with some
Oh, yeah.
retainers of you. So who saves you? You get to establish the first NPC.
Ooh. Who saved me? A retainer? I think it is the like the it's not quartermaster. Who is it? The the one who reloads the guns and takes care of like all.
Okay,
all that stuff.
your personal mechanic.
Yeah, or kind of like what? There's a word for him. Call him quartermaster for now.
Ordnance.
Yeah, something
Ordnance.
like that. Yeah.
Butler.
Let me name this character.
What do you think? I mean, it's the butler who puts away Batman's exploding gas balls, right?
Yeah, ordnanceman.
I think this character is called Barbara.
About
Give me
Bara Bara?
sort of, yes. Barbara.
Is that like a isn't that like a big dude? Like
Tell us a bit more about this person. Is it what are their pronouns? Is it a man, a woman, somebody androgynous?
Yeah, I was thinking of he him. And yeah, I think when I came over, like my retinue came over with me, so they maybe they like knew to expect this attack and got in position to give me a little shove after I got whacked. Yeah.
Okay. Basically, you feel you start moving. You don't get any you don't get any view to the outside, and you basically see the cockpit of your mecha being ripped off as you see another cockpit open, and is Barbara basically in front of you. He's got the controls of his unit and extends their hand. But let me ask you one more question because this is very on genre for Gundam. Do you fight with what Gundam calls a normal suit and a spacesuit, or does it impede your movement while you are piloting?
Yeah, I think I play with a normal suit, so not necessarily space worthy.
Okay. So basically, he opens his cockpit, allowing you in, and it's uncomfortable. What I'm going to rule is that basically he takes his 2 movement to get you over here, and you are going to be playing with your same stat block, but at a disadvantage because you are overcrowded in Barbara's
Right.
mech.
All right.
So and thus we start the next round. And why don't we start with you, Harmony, as you are getting comfortable in this cockpit?
Yeah. Can I just move down?
Yes, you can use your
Yeah.
movement to go down.
I'll use my movement to go down. So where would that put me on the?
That would
map?
put you over here, so you will need to use 2 movement in order for you not to.
Cool. I will use 2
And
movement.
roll,
Do I
please,
need
your
to make a
reactor die.
reactor roll? Great.
Because you are moving twice, you are taking the same action.
A 6.
So
Good.
your reactor gets downgraded to D4, and we roll your retainer die.
If it was a 1, then it goes down. Is that right?
Sorry. Yes, you rolled a 6.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
But we do roll your retainer die, which is a D6 for all of you. So please go ahead and roll a D6.
6.
And that I'm going to take a note. It gets downgraded to a D4 because basically you just lost one of your
One of my
your
guys.
mechas. Yes.
All right.
And with that, I'm going to introduce the rule. It's technically called Legion Dice. Legion Dice is a die that represents people who are supporting you on the field, but we don't get every single one of them on the map because you are the protagonist. Why would everybody else be on the map? And whenever you do an attack from now on, since it's basically this scene where everybody had forgotten that there were more people fighting, and all of these people are now getting into a fight. So whenever you roll damage from this point, you are able to roll your Legion die for that attack, for the damage on that attack, which is a d6 for all of you. And that's the top of the round. Viper Heavy, Prophet Zero, what do you want to do?
I can't shoot at anyone. So I think it just makes sense for me to move forward, like interiorly, so that when I drop down to the next level, I'm
Yes.
not going to get murderized. So
Yes,
that's
yes,
my
yes.
my thing.
Nice.
I am going to move forward one, and then
I forgot to.
as a move action, and then as a use action, I'm going to boost Viper Harmony to allow them to take another move.
Okay,
Nice.
yes. Yes, with your with battle tactics, since you are the commander.
Battle tactics.
Yeah. Cool. I'll take my move to get to the center there, line myself up.
Nice. So essentially, the three of you get into position, and I hadn't moved this one when we did the gravity pull. So it basically can only attack heavy. So Viper Heavy, please. Well, for starters, I'm going to see if they are able to recharge their attack. And it recharged 5 or 6 if I'm not mistaken. Let me verify. Yes, on a 5 or 6, so it will not be recharging it. But test mobility for me, please.
I think I have an advantage on this roll.
Yes, you had advantage because
So
each
5.
danger given it to you. Yes,
Yeah, I
basically
rolled
you
a
see this.
14 and a 5.
You see these beam weapons aim at you. You are able to dodge them just in time, and that's this one. It will move this in here. It will move here, but only this one will be able to attack. I'm going to see once again if they are able to recharge. They are not able to recharge, but they are able to attack 2 people at once. So Prophet Zero and Viper Harmony, please roll mobility for me.
And I'm rolling with disadvantage.
With
right?
disadvantage, yeah.
A 14, which does not work.
14 does not.
It also missed for me.
Okay, and I'm going to roll the big d6s. Ah! Why do you keep falling? So that's 2 for Viper Harmony, 2 damage for Viper Harmony, and 4 damage for Prophet Zero.
Okay.
Right.
As you see these 2 giant beam lasers aim at you. And Siege Dangerous, it's your turn. What do you want to do? You are muted, Matthew.
I would say, pray I get shot at so I'm useful. Let's see. Whew. Oh my god, I can't. Have you taken any damage, Viper Heavy?
Heavy, not that much, but yes, she has.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Whew. Let's see. I mean, I think very soon I'm gonna have to activate my heat shield, but now it's just me and unit letter D in close range. So I guess we're gonna try another attack action.
Okay, just reminding you, if you get pulled by gravity on that lane, there's a chance that you will lose your entry vector and you die.
How do I not maintain lose that? Do I
Just move one lane
get a?
to the right, essentially.
Oh, okay, I got it. I see, I see. One lane to the right. Wait, ooh. Um, am I moving it correctly?
You're the green
Wait,
one.
I can't pick it up. What's going on?
I'm
Let's
not
see.
sure, but I'm going to move you if you want to.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reload the thing and see if it's just a glitch. uh, scene loaded. Yep, I can move it now.
Yes.
So I guess move down here.
You were in this border lane, so over here. But
Yeah.
you can take 2 move actions if you want.
I'll take one move action and I'll try to aim at B,
Yes.
at beta. All right. Let's see. All right, no more 20s. No more 20s. Come on. Is that cocked? It looks cocked.
Yes, but it's at 12 according to the system.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
And no!
Look at that. I even actually rolled a 19. Like 12 and 19. Like, I cannot.
Okay.
Excuse me. If this dice was real, I would be throwing it in a cup of coffee,
You,
in a cup of hot coffee, so it can simmer on its mistakes and its. All right, I kid. Anyway, yeah. So that is an absolute miss. At least it's not a reactor reducing miss.
okay. So essentially, I think we are going to close combat for today here, so that we can move into stars and wishes. But I want to make a we will roll for to see if we fall or we don't fall, just in order to do a small vignette before the ending. So please, Viper Heavy, you roll a d4 to see how much you advance, and everybody else rolls a d3 to see how much they advance.
One.
One for me as well.
Well, dangerous.
Rolling D. What's it? What D again?
You roll a d3.
3. All right, so that's a D6. Got it. Uh, it is a 1.
Okay, essentially
No,
you.
perfect.
Yes. And
Oh, good.
Viper Heavy,
Good thing
how
that
much
wasn't the
they
reactor die
advance?
again.
Good, nice.
Yeah, and heavy stays where they are. So they
Uh,
rolled 2.
But
So
for advancement for the orbit.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I was talking about, right? We roll and look for even odd.
Yes, but you also as well roll for that's your gravity pull, and you roll orbit direction. You roll a
Oh,
d4
okay.
to see how many spaces you advance.
So I rolled a d8 and I got 4, so I
Yep.
assume that's a 2.
Yeah,
Okay, so I just go like this.
Yes.
And we
Okay.
should also roll the gravity pull.
And everybody rolls gravity pull. Basically, events just stay on the same.
Hey, I go down one.
You go down on
and
the
I
same
rolled an
lane.
odd, so I go down.
Okay,
down one
basically
as well.
you're together again.
Never leaving your side.
And
Oh, good. We're all together.
We're all lined up. Great.
Yay!
and you stayed in the same level, Heavy, and I think I'm just missing a siege danger rule.
Oh, okay. I'm still close enough to roll. Let me see. Rolling again. That's a 4.
That's a 4. Okay, yeah, you're all together. So essentially, you all feel your vector start converging. You are starting to get pulled into the entry point into the gravity well of the planet of Aurelia. And you're starting to get faster and faster and
Hello.
faster. I'm going to roll for the enemies to see which ones of them stay on the same. Fall. you see the MW fall to the next level, and these ones are staying on the same. But yeah, I think this one is probably dead for the next round. And there we are going to stop recording. Thank you so much for watching. If you are watching on YouTube, we are playing the Mecha Hack every week for the next 12 weeks, I hope. And if we don't, we don't. But thank you so much for watching, and we are going to stay for Stars and Wishes. See you.
Bye.